Welcome to NKTelco Sports. We are here at Sidney High School for girls varsity tournament basketball action, where the Lehman Cavaliers take on the Russia Raiders. Today's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Schwedeman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, NKTelco, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, Cargill, Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, Morant's Refrigeration, and First National Bank. Welcome to Sidney High School for girls varsity tournament action here at the Hive. We have the hometown, we could say, Lehman Catholic Cavaliers opening up against the number 3 seed Russia Raiders. Lehman coming in at a 6th seed. I'm Brandon Coverman, flying solo here tonight in the Hive. Should be a very good game. These teams met 2 years ago in tournament, and the Russia Raiders came away victorious. These teams have not played this year. Lehman comes in with an 11-10 record, and Russia, I believe, comes in with a 13-9 record. Russia, the 3 seed under third-year head coach Andy Timmerman. He's won a handful of games in his first 3 years, won a district title in 2017, was district runner-up in 2018. And they've got a couple power players by the name of Larissa Poling and Jenna Cardonier, who were just earlier today named to the first team All-County for the Shelby County Athletic League. On the opposing side, the Lehman Cavaliers are 11-10, led by Coach Craig Hall. They're led by a couple seniors in Carly Edwards and Grace Monin. They got some other good players around them in Lauren McFarland and Riley McIver. So it should be a very good matchup, a battle of the blue and gold here at the Hive in Sidney. We will take a commercial break for the national anthem and come back with the keys to the game and the starting lineups. You're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Moran Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialist will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Moran Refrigeration, exceeding your expectations.
Back here at the Hive at Sidney High School for girls tournament action here between the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers and the Russia Raiders. They are ready to lock horns here, and should be a very good game here tonight between two teams with both over 500 records. Russia out of the Shelby County Athletic League, 13-9, beat quality opponents such as New Knoxville and Botkins twice. There are a couple quality wins. Lehman coming in at 11-10, coming out of the Northwest Central Conference. And they play a very challenging schedule with a mixture of some MAC opponents and SCL opponents in the non-conference. Russia and them did not battle during the regular season. It should be very interesting to see how that goes. And we are going to go with starting lineups. First for the Russia Raiders, who will be the visitors on the scoreboard. Number 3, a 5'7" senior, Jenna Cardonier. Number 4, a 6-foot senior, Larissa Poling. Number 10, a 5'5" senior, Shay Borchers. 5'8" sophomore, number 20, Ashley Scott. And a 5'8" junior, number 32, Jessica York. They are head coach is Andy Timmerman in his 3rd season, assisted by Bruce Borchers. And now for the other blue and gold, the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers, who will be the home team on the scoreboard here at Sydney High School. Number 3, a senior Carly Edwards manning the middle. Number 5, a junior Riley McIver. A sophomore, number 10, Anna Cianciolo. Senior number 12, Grace Monin. A junior number 32, Lauren McFarland. They are coached by Craig Hall. And this game is going to have a lot of big keys. And here's tonight's Keyhole Pizza keys to the game. For the Russia Raiders, it's to play sound defense. They always pride themselves on their defense. The team last year set the school record for defensive average at around 33 points a game. They always love to play aggressive. Andy Timmerman's teams always love to play aggressive, especially at the guard spot and on the inside. And they want to protect the paint. Lehman doesn't take too many threes. Now for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers, they are going to want to execute offense. That's something they failed to do at times this year. They want to be able to rebound, because Russia always rebounds well, and protect the paint with good players such as Jenna Cardonier and Larissa Pulling getting on the inside. And the tip is controlled by the Russia Raiders. It'll be Cardonier over to York. And Raiders looking to get it into Pulling, their big cog early. Scott will settle for a 20-foot, or for an 18-footer, no good, and Lehman is off and running. And McFarland dragged the pivot foot in transition there. Go the way of the Raiders. The battle of the blue and gold here, locking horns here. Yeah, Scott works at right wing. The sophomore stops and pops again, no good. Lehman getting Russia to shoot early in the possession here. And there's the rarely attempted 3 by Lehman. It's no good by Monin. Raiders pushing the floor. Scott will fire again. No good. York comes down with it. Shoe fires up, and the Raiders strike first. There we go. Jessica York, the junior, getting in on the rebounding and scoring action. Monin works it on the inside. Can't answer. Edwards comes down with it. And she responds. Carly Edwards. We're all knotted up at 2 here on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. 6:44 remaining, tied at 2. York coming down again, and she dragged the pivot foot. It's 2 early turnovers by Russia. That's one thing Andy Timmerman wants to cut down on, is a little bit of the turnovers. Snake bitten the Raiders at time. Lehman seeing some pressure. Monin goes baseline, dips it off to Edwards, and she's swatted from behind by the other number 3, Jenna Cardonier. And the floor general for the Raiders will give it up to Shea Borchers. Raiders work it around. Give it over to Borchers. Pulling, she'll shoot that jump shot. She likes to step out and shoot every once in a while. And the ball will stick with the Raiders there. A little bit of a mistake there by the referee, pointed in the wrong way. Said it was white ball, pointed to the Raiders sideline. It'll stay with the Cavaliers. Cianciolo will bring it up. And on the inside, Edwards working on Pulling. Pulling, a future Wright State volleyball commit. Even working on their dribble drive offense, trying to get high percentage shots. Long two by number 5, Riley McIver's good, and the Cavaliers have their first lead of the ball game at 4-2 with 5:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Borchers working it over to Cardonier. Is it up Pulling? Over Scott. Raiders being patient in their offense here. Scott will give it on the inside. Pulling. She's going to make her power move. No good. Gets her own rebound, and the Raiders will reset their attack. And Cardonier, wraparound move. Looks good, just can't quite get it to fall, and a jump ball, and the arrow's going to favor the Cavaliers as we have our first couple substitutions of the ball game. Number 15, Hope Anthony, in for Lehman, and for the Raiders, it'll be Kendall Monin a sophomore, and Katie Hewing, number 22, a senior for Coach Andy Timmerman. And Lehman gets past the pressure. It's McIver giving on the inside. Anthony nearly walked, and it's Monin, no good. Ball tip off Katie Hewing's hands, and it'll stay the way of the Lehman Cavaliers. Anthony will take it out. Up, McIver, bank shot. Good, and Scott comes down with it. This guy's playing in the Sydney 2 lower section. Winner of this will get Botkins Saturday at 2 p.m. at Sydney High School. Katie Hewing gets it in the corner. She picks up her dribble over to Cardonier. Go off of Monin's hands. Will stay the way of the Raiders. It's at 4-2 here. Lehman with 4:34 remaining on our First National Bank scoreboard. In the opening period, Raiders will come out and run their set. Ewing will fire one over to Scott. Lehman defense been really stout here in this first half of the first quarter, not allowing Rouge to get easy buckets. And pulling with the jump shot, no good. Scrum on the floor for the ball. McIver will come up with it. She's running the floor. And pulling might have got away with a foul there, but Lehman defense making Rouge settle for shots outside of the key, which was a key to the game. Lehman doing a good job at that early. I think Lehman can play a complete game here. They're certainly capable of winning this ball game, being the 6th seed. Shot no good in the lane by Monin. Kendall Monin comes down with it. And she'll be the floor general for the Raiders right now. There'll be a foul on Hope Anthony. It'll be the first foul of the ball game as Olivia Moorman and Cianciola comes back in, as well as Emily Foe, a senior for the Cavaliers. Moorman will get the ball at the top of the key. Coach Andy Timmerman sets out the instructions. Timmerman, a 2010 graduate of Lehman High School. Scrum on the floor for the ball. McFarland comes up with the ball. There's a timeout by Coach Craig Hall. It's a 30-second timeout. We'd like to thank our sponsors, because without them, this game would not be possible. Wilson Health, caring without limits. Precision Strip, NKT.TV, BullerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, servicing communities for over 95 years. Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door. Moran's Refrigeration, your appliance expert serving Northwest Ohio for over 70 years. PSG Automotive Outfitters. Minster Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Schwederman Pharmacies, pharmacies located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapak. New Knoxville Supply. Cargill, Minster Dental Care. Francis Furniture. Our keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our replays are brought to you by Winners Meats, quality meats for 90 years. Our player of the game is brought to you by NKTelco. And our scoreboard is First National Bank, think first. And on that scoreboard, the Lehman Cavaliers lead 4-2 here with 3:32 remaining in the first quarter. And there's a turnover on the Lehman Cavaliers off of Cianciola's foot. The Raiders offense will look to get going here, as Kendall Monin has it right wing. Good job keeping Pulling in off the board. And as I say that, Pulling gets in the box score. And we're knotted up at 4 here with 3:10 remaining in the first quarter. It'll be McFarland giving it up to Cianciola. Get it on the inside. Ball on the floor. Lehman will look to reset the attack. Anthony over to McFarland. McFarland fires a 3. Long, no good. Cianciola comes down with the rebound. And she's fouled by Monin and will go to the line for 2 free throws. That foul is on Olivia Moorman, the Raiders' first team foul. Cianciola will can the first one, and Lehman reclaims the lead. We have a couple substitutions. Carly Edwards and Riley McIver come back in, as well as Jessica York comes in for Larissa Poling, as Ciencio looks to extend this Cavalier lead. And shot is good. Lehman leads 6-4 with 2:47 remaining on our first National Bank scoreboard. Cardonier will bring it up to York. Swing it over to Mormon. Back to Cardonier, the first team SCL selection. And she is fouled and will get 2 shots. Cardonier, an excellent player, not only on the basketball floor, as she was a first team county selection, she's also an excellent volleyball player, holds the all-time assist record in Rushi volleyball history for season and career. And she cans the first one from the line. It was a part of the back-to-back teams that won the district for the Raiders, as number 22 Emma Kennedy checks in for Lehman. Cardonier looking to tie the ball game. She'll be able to do that. Both teams 2-2 from the line early. We're not back up at 6 apiece. Winner of this gets Shelby County Athletic League Bakkens Trojans. Shot wild in the lane, no good by Lehman. Hewing comes down with the rebound. Here's come in transition, pass intercepted by Anthony. Fouled in the backcourt by Mormon. We'll go the way of the Cavaliers, and a plethora of substitutions come in for Rushi with Ashley Scott, Shea Borchers, and Larissa Poling. All tied up here at 6 apiece here at Sydney High School in this opening sectional round, sectional quarterfinals. Other teams, I believe, in this sectional include Houston and Legacy Christian, and also maybe Riverside and the Bakkens Trojans. Ball will stay with Lehman here. Actually not too far of a travel, just over 75. Take a couple turns for the Cavaliers to get here to the Hive. And on the inside, Kennedy looking to make a move. No good. Our Edwards comes down with it, battling with Poling. 2 posts lead their teams in scoring. Kennedy back up with it. No good. Scrum for the ball in the corner. It'll go the way of the Raiders. Rushi played their opening game here, as number 12 Grace Minen will check in here for Lehman, as well as Lauren McFarland. Rushi played their opening game against Sydney here, so Rushi a little familiar with the floor. Lehman also played Sydney. Don't know if they played here at the Hive or not. Both teams familiar with the floor, which has been the sectional host for quite a while. Scrum for the ball. It's wrestled away by Borchers, but not for a jump balls whistle, and will stay with the Raiders. Low scoring first quarter here at the Hive. Lehman coming out in a zone out of bounds look. Here's we're whipping down the inside. Borchers over to Monin, Kendall Monin, working in, giving it to York. Poling settles for the elbow jumper, and it's swish. Larissa Poling gives the Raiders the lead back with 1:27 remaining here. It's 8-6 Rushi on our first National Bank scoreboard. Edwards goes up and is fouled. Let's see who that foul is on. And that foul is on Ashley Scott, the team's third. Scott's first personal, and Edwards will go to the line looking to potentially tie this ball game with a perfect 2-for-2 trip here. Edwards takes one dribble. Short off the iron as Jenna Cardonier will check back in for Kendall Monin. Andy Timmerman in his third year leading the Raiders. He's amassed a lot of wins in his short time with the Raiders. Carly Edwards fires and nails the second free throw. And Lehman only trailing by 1 now. And there's a steal by Cienciola. Swatted by Scott, but not before a foul is called, and Scott picked up her second first personal in a matter of 10 seconds. As we see our winner quality meets replay here, we see Scott bringing up the ball. Cienciola does a nice job at detecting where she's going to throw it, goes left side and draws the contact. And Cianciola cans the first one. Ronada back up here at 8. It's been a seesaw back and forth first quarter here. The Sydney 2 lower section. And Sydney cans the second one, Cianciola. Ball up to Kendall Mott, and she shot fakes. Goes over to Larissa Pulling. Over to Cardonier through the wickets. And McIver up and running and makes the layup, and Lehman has our largest lead of the game at 3. Raiders trailing 11-8 now. It'll be York. She'll go foul line extended, looks to pull up. No good. Cianciola comes down with it. And the ball tipped off Cianciola's hands. Gonna go the way of the Raiders. The rest of Pulling kind of gambling there in the backcourt. Not typical you see a post player down there trying to get steals, but ball goes back to the Raiders. Pulling, power move on the inside. Pulling making plays on both the offense and defensive side. The future Wright State Raider for volleyball making an impact felt in the first quarter. Guyver will work it around to McFarland. Moves the ball on the ground, shooting off balance, shot kissed off the glass, no good. Scrum for the ball, jump ball to stay the way of Lehman with 11.6 remaining here. I think that's good for Andy Timmerman because that possession era would have stayed. Lehman would have ended up with the ball to begin the second quarter. So get that jump ball, and Lehman's got 11 seconds here to get something off. Quick out of bounds play. McFarland working on Borchers. Edwards gets the ball tipped. Cardonier's got a few seconds to dribble and throw up something. It's tipped away, and that will end the first quarter. Lehman leads Russia 11-10. You're listening to girls, or you're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
PSG Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
And back here at the Hive at Sydney High School, where the Lehman Cavaliers lead Russia 11-10 in this battle of the blue and gold at the Sydney Sectional Lower Tournament. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school varsity basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. You can watch the replays Tuesday, February 21st at 6 p.m. and Saturday, February 23rd at noon. You can also watch the games on WOSN and on demand on the NKTelco Sports Facebook page and at nktelco.net. Raiders start with the ball to start the second quarter. Lehman coming out with a good first quarter, being the underdog here with being the 6th seed. The Raiders being a 3 as Pulling works her way on the inside. And no shot. She dragged the pivot foot. Big thing for Lehman, just to play a complete game. We'll watch Lehman play 2 times. They always come out and play a good first quarter. Now, if they can piece this together for 4 quarters, they're certainly capable of winning a couple games in the tournament. Get out in transition, foul on Pulling. And that'll be her first, team 6th. And that'll bring number 12, Grace Mon, into the line for the Cavaliers. That's a 6th Raider team foul. And Monin cannot can the first one. Lehman should, sorry, that's, scoreboard has a 5th team foul. Pulling's first personal. Grace Monin nails the second one. Lehman back up by 2, 12-10 on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Raiders work it around. It's York over to Cardonier. Cardonier, long 2. Can't fall. There's a foul in the backcourt on the Raiders. Let's see what the referee called it on. It'll be on Kendall Monin, her sixth team foul. And number 40, Ella Haney, 5'8" freshman, will check into the ballgame for the Raiders. Lehman will be in the bonus the rest of this half. Raiders going to come out in a zone pressure, a 1-2-2 half-court pressure. Cavaliers will whip it around. Edwards will work it on the inside. McFarland. There, Cianciola's fouled. And that'll be on Larissa Poling. Big thorn in the side for the Raiders. That's her second foul. She'll go to the bench. She's been the majority of the Raiders offense, having 6 of their 10 points, and Cianciola will go to the line. It's a big boost for Lehman there to get Poling out of the ball game. Maybe open up something on the inside. Cianciola will shoot the 1 in bonus. Short on the attempt, Cardonier will come down with it. Cardonier will have to have a little more of the offensive load here for the Raiders with Poling out. Borchers will work it in, give it over to York. Work over short corner to Haney, to Cardonier. Raiders the 3 seed here in the Sydney lower section. Winner will get Botkins on Saturday at 2 o'clock back here at the Hive. Raiders work their offense patiently here without Poling. And Cardonier loses it, but it'll stay the way of the Raiders. And there's a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. And we'll keep it here. Raiders just needing to get some offense going. That's something they've really lacked all year, is having players step up outside of Jenna Cardonier and Larissa Poling. Just something they've really struggled with, is people getting them points. Cardonier leads at 12.6 points a game. Poling has 11.8. The next closest is Ashley Scott at 6.6. And Caitlin Monin, who is actually out for the year with the torn ACL, averages 4.4 points a game. Then it's Jessica York at 3.3. And a bunch of players hovering around 2-1 points a game. So Raiders needing to get some offense here to get them going. And Lehman's done a nice job of protecting the paint, making sure the Raiders are getting nothing easy here, as Coach Craig Hall's got his team firing on the defensive end here early. Cardonier will work it into York. Ball tipped by McIver. Stay with Rushi. This battle of the blue and gold here at the Hive here at Sydney High School. We know this place is home to some electric Friday nights here the past couple years with Virginia Tech commit Andre Gordon. They'll open their tournament play with Dayton Carroll Saturday. They're going to post up Cardonier on the inside. She's swarmed. They'll go over to Ella Haney. And Kendall Monin's fouled. It'll be the 3rd team foul on the Lehman Cavaliers. Hope Anthony's going to check back in the ball game for the Cavaliers. Lehman going to go with that out-of-bounds zone look. Get the easy inbound to York. She'll power her way, and she's fouled. Gets the and one. Jessica York ties the ball game back up and looking to complete the 3-point play. We got the friendly roll of the bounce here at the Hive. And we see on our winner quality meets replay, just a well-ran set. She got to go to her favorable right hand on our winner quality meets replay, and she can't can the free throw. And the Cavaliers will look to set back up the attack. It's 12-10 here, only one lone bucket scored in that quarter. As shot is no good by Monin on the inside. Lehman gets it right back. 3 by Monin, nothing but net. And Lehman, just like that, retakes the lead here. Raiders will begin to work it around. Larissa pulling on the bench with 2 fouls here for the Raiders. Shea Borchers takes it in the short corner over to Haney. New York will get on the inside of Cardonier. Nice pass, Borchers, and they connect. Nice offensive set by the Raiders, posting up Jenna Cardonier, and the Raiders have gotten a couple buckets pieced together. 3 in transition by Lehman. No good. Edwards comes up with it in the short corner. And Raymond will reset it. I think that's something that the Raiders will settle for, is a 3 in transition by the Cavaliers. Despite just hitting one, maybe they felt a little hot. Edwards, the points leader for Lehman, passes it around to McIver. They lead 15-14 on our First National Bank scoreboard here with 4:55 remaining in the first half. McIver nearly traveled. Jump shot, no good. McFarland gets the rebound and the easy stick back. Lehman having response. They're back up with the lead by 3. There's been no lead larger than 3 here early. Raiders trying to nurse this game without Larissa pulling, and Lehman comes up with a steal. There's a jump ball. The arrow's going to favor Lehman. A couple substitutions in Emma Kennedy and Emily Fote come back in. And Katie Hewing and Olivia Mormon will come in for the Raiders. And Coach Hall wants a timeout. We'll take it to commercial break. You're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Back here at the Hive at Sydney High School, where the Lehman Cavaliers lead the Russia Raiders 17-14. And Coach Timmerman going to gamble, putting Larissa Poling back in with 2 fouls halfway through the second quarter. Let's see if Lehman tries to go at her to force her to pick up that 3rd foul. And ball tipped around. Anthony will control it. Nice weak side defense. Kendall Monin to get the steal and the foul in the backcourt on Fote. Or Monin, excuse me. And Riley McIver will quickly check back in for Coach Craig Hall. Winner of this, like I previously stated, will get the Bachkins Trojans at 2 o'clock here back at Sydney High School again in the sectional semifinals. Bachkins the number 7 seed, Lehman the number 6 seed, Raiders the 3 seed here. Number 2 seed is the Xenia Legacy Christian Knights. They'll play the number 5 seed Houston Wildcats after this. Katie Hewing will work the ball over to Monin. We got 3 players collapsing on Larissa Poling, taking away the Raiders one of their best offensive choices as Mormon shoots a jump shot. It's wide. McIver pulls it down. She's looking to push the Lehman offense. Around the inside, Raiders will come up with the turnover. Monin will set it up and give it to Larissa Poling. Back to Jenna Cardonier. It's tipped out of bounds by Lehman. Cardonier and Poling been the 1-2 punch of the Raiders this past couple years, both on the volleyball floor and the basketball court. Jenna Cardonier will get the ball at the set piece up to Mormon. She'll fire the tray, and it's short. Pulled down by McIver. 3:07 remaining. Lehman leading by 3. Ball's tipped around and pulled down by Poling. Cardonier will call for it and push the Raider attack. Also, Ashley Scott's been on the bench for the Raiders too with 2 fouls, so 2 of their 3 leading scorers been out. And Katie Hewing fires 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Cardonier. She's smothered by a pair of Cavs defenders, and I'll call a jump ball. Coach Andy Timmerman disagreeing with that one, the foul call. Raider arrow will favor the Raiders as Lauren McFarland will come back in for the the Lehman Cavaliers, as long as Shea Borchers for the Russia Raiders. Coming for Olivia Mormon. Raiders been trailing a majority of this game now. Been in foul trouble here in the first half. Struggling to get it in, they'll get it into Poling. Cardonier will fire the tray, it's short. Pulled down Borchers. And she's blocked. We'll give it up to Cardonier, over to Hewing, not afraid to fire up the shot. Over to Borchers, back to Poling, long 2, and in and out. 3 chances for the Raiders, and they can't get anything to fall. Lehman looking to expand on this lead. And it's number 10 from the corner, Cianciola, no good. There's been no lead larger than 3 in this ball game. Borchers loses it off the fast break. No good the way of the Cavaliers is Jessica York and Ella Haney will check into the ball game. Check in for Katie Hewing. And Larissa Poling. And Hope Anthony will come back in for the Cavaliers. Raiders not trying to risk 3 fouls for Poling before halftime, which would be devastating to the Raider attack. There hasn't been a lead larger than 3 this game. Lehman looking to try to change that on this possession. McFarland will work it around right wing. Shot blocked by Cardonier. She'll pull it down and it'll go right back to Hope Anthony. She's blocked and fouled from behind by Cardonier. And that'll be the second team foul for Cardonier. So now Cardonier, Poling, and Scott, the top 3 scorers for the Raiders, all with 2 fouls. Not much better of a situation you can put yourself in if you're Lehman, as Anthony fires the first free throw. In and out, and Scott will come back in. Raiders trying to manage the bleeding here as Cardonier will go to the bench. If you're Craig Hall, and you look on the replay there, Anthony getting fouled there just a second ago. Anthony will dip the knees, fire. It'll be in and out. Haney, the freshman, will pull it down. And Scott will run the point for the Raiders. She'll look to motor the point and the offensive load for the Raiders with their 2 top scorers out. Only 14 points in the first half for Russia. As Monin will fire the 3. It is well long. Borchers will control it. Tipped out of bounds by Anthony right in front of her own bench. Got to give Lehman credit. Their defense has been superb here so far early, making the Raiders uncomfortable, getting them in foul trouble. Ashley Scott will fire a 3. No good. She shoots it well from the 3-point line. Raiders get the ball, and offensive rebound is fouled by Kendall Monin. And credit to Shea Borchers for tipping that ball into Kendall Monin's hands. Kendall Monin will go to the line where she is a 50% free throw shooter on the season, and will try to look to cut into this deficit. Monin can't connect on the first one, and McIver will come back in. There's got to be able to try to stop some of the bleeding here in the first half. And 0-2 from the line is Monin. And that's a plus for the Lehman Cavaliers. Cianciola will bring it up over to Edwards. Edwards fouled by York. York wanting a travel there. That'll be the 19th foul on the Raiders. Edwards will go to the line for the 1 in bonus. And Edwards, the lead scorer, will look to add to this Lehman lead and make it the largest of the game with a made free throw here, and they do. Lehman up 4 now, as we see on our Winter Quality Meets replay here. We see Edwards attract contact here. And shot no good. Haney pulls down another rebound. And Scott will man the point for the Raiders with a minute left. Lehman leads 18-14 on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Scott over to Haney, whips it over to Monin, over to Borchers. Borchers over to York, back over to Scott. Lehman staying in their zone, which has been effective and slowed down the Raider attack. Haney will work at right wing. The freshman will give it over to Monin. Back over to Haney to Scott, whipped over to Borchers. Raiders gonna run a long offensive possession here and maybe try to get the last shot. Be over to Scott. She'll shot fake. Don't blame the Raiders being patient here, getting one shot. Maybe not. York goes up with it, gets her own follow. Off balance, kisses it off the glass, and the Raiders have cut into the deficit. Be a big basket here for Cienciola and her Cavaliers. If they can go up 4, they'll have the ball starting the second half. If we bar a jump ball, ball's tipped around. Borchers comes up with it. That'll bring us to our halftime break. The Lehman Cavaliers lead the Russia Raiders 18-16. You're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slankowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
Trust us! NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us!
Back here at the Hive at Sydney High School, where the Lehman Cavaliers lead the Russia Raiders 18-16 in this Sydney 2 lower sectional battle. The winner will get the Bockens Trojans Saturday at 2 o'clock here back at Sydney High School. The Battle of the Blue and Gold has been an intense one, to say the least. The Raiders have struggled being the 3 seed, trailing at halftime to a 6 seed Lehman. Give Lehman credit. They have attracted contact in the lane on Poling, Cordonier, and Scott, which their top 3 scorers have picked up 2 fouls, which has been big for Lehman to jump out to this early but slim lead. Raiders were able to manage with Poling, Cordonier on the bench at one time, managed to keep it within range, being down as much as 5, only down and out 2. So Lehman will start with the ball to begin the second half. Lehman's had a balanced effort with 4 points each from Carly Edwards, Riley McIver, and Anna Cienciola, as well as number 12, Grace Monin, and 2 points from Lauren McFarland. So all of Lehman's points have come from their starters. And A balanced offense attack. The Raiders are led by 6 from Poling and 6 from Jessica York. So Jessica York stepping up for the Raiders. As Anna will start with the ball of Cinciola back to McIver. Throws up a wild shot in the beginning. Poling rips it down, and the Raiders will look to convert on their first possession. And Cordonier's left wide open. She fires a shot, no good. Jenna Cordonier typically likes to go to that left block layup. Lehman packs it in so tight, it's making it hard for the Raider penetration to get on the inside. B. McFarland fires a 3, and Lehman is back up 5. Lauren McFarland giving Lehman their tied for their largest lead of the game. Not looking to go away easy here. 21-16 Lehman lead on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Jenna Cordonier give up on the inside, Poling, power move, short. Oh, that's a killer for the Raiders. She looked to have an easy 2 there. Shot is blocked, goes the way of Lehman, and Lehman controlling this first minute with a big stop and a 3-pointer. And there's a Lehman turnover. Craig Hall trying to talk with the official for a tip. Raiders had an easy 2 there. Poling just couldn't quite finish. And Lehman looking to have the upset here at the Sydney sectional, which would raise some eyebrows across the area for sure. Poling on the inside, no good. Second attempt is fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. Larissa Poling, a 68% free throw shooter on the season, as we see our Winter Quality Meets replay. Poling on the first time, no good. Gets a shot deflected by Edwards. Goes up and gets fouled. And Poling good on the first one as Hope Anthony comes in, and the Raiders get their first points of the second half. You see her getting fouled. She got smacked on the hand for sure. Poling trying to earn those points back she missed on the other end. She goes perfect 2 of 2 from the line. It's 21-18 now on our First National Bank scoreboard. Raiders looking to get a big stop and score here. And as they trail by 3, Lehman looking good here early. Really impressed with the Cavaliers. And give credit to Coach Craig Hall. And the Raiders get a steal. Scott will stop in transition in the backcourt and give it up to Cordonier to set up the Raider attack. Give it on the inside, Poling. Battling with Edwards, no good. She pulls down her own board. Second attempt, no good. Ball's tipped around, Poling to Cordonier. Raiders will get it out, and they're letting Poling go to work on Edwards. Nice defense by Carly Edwards. Good pass by Poling to Scott, and the ball rattles out, but the Raiders get another offensive board. The rim has not been too kind to the Raiders this first half, but great defense on behalf of Carly Edwards, forcing Larissa Poling to the baseline. As Emma Kennedy will check in for Hope Anthony. Just not a lot bad you can say about the Lehman defense here. Keeping the ball away from Poling, trying to contain her. And they're doing a good job of doing that. And Cordonier will give it up to York. She'll shoot foul line extended, kiss it off the glass. And Jessica York, what a game she has had, 8 points. Her and Poling have 16 of the 20 Raider points, totaling for 80% of the offense. And York certainly be the leader next year. Raiders on the inside, no good. Edwards on the follow. The Raiders lucky they got away with no foul there. The Raiders will look to try to take the lead here. Borchers over to York, and it'll be a turnover. Shea Borchers looking to be a little team friendly there. Should have went up with it. Turn it over. Lehman will look to expand on the lead as Kendall Monin and number 11 Emily Fote will come in. 5:08 remaining, 21-20 Lehman lead here. At the Sydney sectional here in the Sydney lower 2. Awaited by the next game, Xenia Legacy Christian, the 2 seed, playing the Houston Wildcats in the 5 seed. Kennedy, she'll work it around. Lehman weaving in and out. They shot the 3 ball well, hit 2 threes. They don't shoot a whole lot of threes. It's not really a big secret. They try to get the ball in on the inside, and Refs will clear it up for a jump ball. That arrow is going to favor Russia. Lehman's led for, I don't think Russia's led since the early parts of the second quarter, maybe not even since the first quarter. It's been a while for the Raiders. They've been trailing most of this game. Lehman looks to come out in a 2-3 zone. They're going to pack it in the paint. Andy Timmerman's going to slow it down. It's going to get his Raiders readjusted to this new defensive look that Coach Hall's giving him. They'll work it around. They're going to have a couple players collapsed on Poling to make sure she does not get the ball. And they have 2 players collapsed on her. She throws a wild pass and a turnover. And nice defensive stand there by the Cavaliers, playing without fouling. And they had a couple players on the baseline collapsing on her. No Raiders moving to the ball. And Lehman will have possession. Now McIver will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Over to Kennedy. She'll back it out. Look to go in and give it up to Edwards. Whips a pass over to Cianciolo right in her chest. Back over to McIver. And there's a foul on Shea Borchers. That'll be the first team foul on the Raiders this half. And Katie Hewing and Ashley Scott will come in the ballgame for Russia, and Hope Anthony will come in for the Catholic Cavaliers of Lehman. As we see on our winter quality meets replay here, we see McIver going to the left side, and Borchers did get a hand on McIver. Good call there by the Stripes there. McIver throws up a wild shot, and Poling rejects it. But Lehman will get it back and reset up the attack. You see Cianciolo on the inside, wild shot. No Raider even touched that. And it will go the way of Arushi. Lehman opened up on their first possession with a 3, but ever since, they have not been able to get anything going on the offense end for Lehman. And Katie Hewing will come back in the ballgame for the Raiders. Poling gets the ball whipped in on the inside. Up and under move, and the Raiders reclaim the lead. And they're up 22-21 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Think first. Edwards works it over to Anthony. And Coach Hall wants a timeout. He'll take a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout with them. You're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier Sofa and Sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
And we're back here at the Hive at Sydney for the girls sectional quarterfinal action between Russia and Lehman. Russia is up 22-21 on Lehman. Russia on a 6-0 run. Lehman started out with a 21-16 lead, hit a 3 on their first possession to open the second half. Ever since have not scored. And McIver throws an off-balance shot. Lehman offense been a little off here. And Raiders get out and running. Ashley Scott, she runs the floor and one. Ashley Scott. And the Raiders have their largest lead of the game, and Ashley Scott will look to add on to it. Nice job, as you see on our Winter Quality Meets replay. The floor general, Cardonier, finds Scott streaking down the right side, and she'll look to complete the three-point play where she is a 53% free throw shooter. Can't get it to fall. The combination of Poling and Hewing pushed away, but it'll come up with Lehman. It'll be Cianciola in transition, fouled by Cardonier. And that'll be Cardonier's third foul. So it'll be interesting to see what Andy Timmerman does with 3 fouls on Jenna Cardonier, his lead scorer. Does he keep her in the ball game? And you see one of the players in the corner talking to the officials, trying to give him the straight up call. That's Jordan York. As Cianciola hits the first free throw. See on our winter quality meets replay there. Draws the body contact. That's one thing that Lehman has done so well tonight is draw contact on the Raider team, and that's why Lehman's been successful tonight. I mean, they've been leading the majority of the game, trailing by 2 now. As Cianciola can't connect on the free throw, but they'll get the rebound. And they'll reset the Raider attack. McIver over to Monin for the lead. Swish! And just like that, oh no, it's a long 2. It is Warrenkoff has a long 2. We're not back up at 24. Kendall Monin fouled in the backcourt. And Lehman trying to amp up. Look at our foot placement here on the replay here on our Winter Quality Meets replay. It is a 2. Good call by the official. I'm up here in the crow's nest. Didn't really get a good view of that. And Lehman amping up the pressure. They usually love to bring on pressure in the second half, no matter what. And with Cardonier in, why not? With Cardonier out of the game, why not? Borchers over to Poling. And we're tied up at 24 here. Lehman was just down 3, got a foul shot and a bucket to tie it back up here at 24. Lehman not saying die, looking to get the first round upset here to raise a lot of eyebrows. Shea Borchers over to Katie Hewing in the corner. Hewing whips over a pass to Scott. She'll shot fake. Over to Monin. Monin bombs away and swish. Kendall Monin gives the Raiders the lead back on our First National Bank scoreboard. As we see McIver working it over to McFarland. And back over to McIver. Over to Monin, and she's fouled, and we'll go to the line. And right as the Raiders get some momentum, Lehman not going away. They are finding ways on the offense and defensive end to stay with Ruschi. I am very impressed with Lehman today. Nothing you can take away from Coach Hall's team, as that foul was on number 22, Katie Hewing, her first. And that first free throw is canned by Grace Monin, as Ella Haney and Jessica York will come in, as well as that's Hope Anthony. Jessica York, the 5'8" junior who averages 3.3 points a game, well exceeding that average with 8 points in the ball game. She has played a fantastic job. She's done a fantastic job as she gets the board there off the miss. In keeping the Raiders in this with so many Raiders in foul trouble, and Kendall Monin falls to the floor and drags the pivot foot. And now the Lehman Cavaliers will have the chance to either tie or take the lead here on this possession, as Andy Timmerman's got his top 2 scorers on the bench right now, trying to save her foul trouble for the fourth quarter, and the Raiders get a turnover. See what they do with this possession. It'll be Monin in transition. She'll stop for the long 2, no good. Battle in the corner. It's tipped around off Ella Haney's hands. It'll go the way of the Catholic Cavaliers. McFarland will fake the exchange and will bring it up for the Lehman attack. And Borchers takes it away. Shea Borchers takes it up the floor and gives it up to Scott. Shea Borcher's been critical on the defensive end, not so much the offensive asset for the Raiders, but a defensive one, and a fine player in that. And Scott will give it up to Borchers. Raiders looking to be patient here, leading by 2. Have a 4-point advantage in the corner over Lehman, leading 27-25 on our First National Bank scoreboard, as Haney is fouled. That's the 4th team foul on Lehman. And Larissa Poling will come back in, looking for some offensive firepower maybe. Lehman will show that typical 2-3, 3-2 look. They show out of bounds. Monin is gonna throw it away. Lehman kind of extending out that zone. Nice job by Lehman to have hands everywhere. It wasn't a passing lane that Kendall Monning could get it into. And McFarland will bring it up. Under a half minute to play. Look to tie it up or take the lead here. And they'll have the ball to start the fourth quarter, barring a jump ball. It'll be McIver. She gives it over to Foe and is fouled. Sorry, that's Grace Monning. Fouled by Jessica York, fourth Raider team foul. 15.1 remaining in the third frame. Here comes Lehman, here comes Monning. Monning no good, ball tipped around. Shea Borchers will get it up. There's 9 seconds. Jessica York looking to run the floor. She'll give it over to Kendall Monning. And a couple seconds remaining. Larissa Polling's got it. She's looking to create space for an off-balance shot over to York. Basket's good, but it will not be off in time. Correctly waved off, and at the end of our third quarter, it is Russia 27, Lehman 25. You're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Back here at the Hive for this Sydney 2 sectional quarterfinal action between Lehman and Russia, where Russia leads 27-25. And Russia really turning it around there offensively, but Lehman keeping pace with him, only falling behind by 2 and has the ball to start. It'll be McIver. She'll throw a wild shot over Poling, and it'll go off McFarland's hands. Ooh, that was close. I thought it might have stayed with Lehman there. But that is not the case. It'll be Cardania bringing it up for the Raiders. Raiders were able to avoid foul trouble there in the third quarter. Only Cardania picked up her third. As a bunch of the Raiders leading scorers from foul trouble. Poling powers her way. That is the typical Larissa Poling move that she has made for 4 years. That power move, I like to call it. And now the Raiders are tied with their largest lead of the game at 4. They feature Wright State volleyball commit Larissa Poling with 12 points. Shot no good there by Cianciola. We're gonna have a jump ball to clear the smoke there. A little shoving action going on between both teams there, and the ball will go the way of the Raiders. As Lehman is going to amp that pressure, looking to shade away the ball from Jenna Cardania, the floor general. This Lehman defense has been stout indeed today, keeping intact the Raiders as they get another turnover. It'll be McIver. Contested layup, no good. Raiders nearly turn it right back over. It's Borchers on the sideline. She'll stop quickly, and the Raiders will give it up to Cardania. She'll dribble it off her leg, and Lehman caught a break there. I'm surprised to see Cardania go to that right side. She usually loves to go to that left block there, but that wasn't the case that time. She dribbled it off her leg. Thought she'd get inside position there. It'll be McIver. Throws a wild pass through the wickets of McFarland. It'll go the way of the Raiders student section. And these teams fighting to live another day here. Have a couple more days of basketball. Next winning team will get the Botkins Trojans, Phil Groves and his team, the number 7 seed. We'll play at 2 p.m. back here at Sydney High School in the sectional semifinals. On the other side, there's Xenia Legacy Christian Houston, who will play after this, and Riverside awaits the winner of them. In the top, we have, of course, Fort Laramie, who made quick work of Mississinewa 84-12 just last night in this gymnasium. As the Raiders are working around, Olivia Mormon back in the ballgame for the Raiders. Jenna Cardagna works it over to Larissa Poling. Cross-court pass, Mormon. And York, good way to use them pivot foot. Just can't get it to fall, and that'll be a foul on York. On the over the back, that'll be her 3rd foul, the team 5th. Just couldn't get it to fall. Now Jessica York in a little bit of foul trouble with 3 fouls, but nothing concerning here in the 4th quarter for their team. Jessica York just has kept the Raiders in this first half, giving the spark on offense to keep the Raiders in this game, and they've had their players Poling and Cardagna take over and get them the lead back. McFarland, long 2, no good. Pulled down by Cardagna, fouled in the backcourt by McFarland. Be the 5th team foul on Lehman. And Kendall Monin will come back in. Come in for Shea Borchers. Monin was the libero on this year's Russia District Champion and County title team for volleyball. As Cardagna picks up her dribble in the backcourt. And there's a timeout by Andy Timmerman. We'll take one with them. You're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Our 1,500 square foot showroom and pro shop at bowlerstore.com is stocked with bowling balls, bags, shoes, accessories, and apparel. The pro shop is equipped with 2 drill presses, measuring devices, and bowling ball maintenance machines to keep your ball rolling great. We offer private lessons for individuals and groups. Moxie's Extra Pair inside bowlerstore.com is also available to rent for private events. Be sure to check out bowlerstore.com or visit our pro shop in Versailles, Ohio for all your bowling product needs.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
Back here at the Hive at Sydney High School, where the Russia Raiders lead the Lehman Cavaliers 29-25. And NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school varsity basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. You can catch the replay Thursday, February 21st at 6 or Saturday, February 23rd at noon. You can also watch games on WOSN and on demand on the NKTelco Sports Facebook page and at nktelco.net. And the Raiders improved here on offense there, and there's a walk by York. I don't know if she had possession there. She's kind of questioning it there. She kind of the ball tipped out of her hands. But it'll be Lehman ball otherwise. Anthony will work it right wing. And good weak side defense by Jenna Cardagna. 5:17 remaining in the ball game. This team's fighting for their lives here. And Mormon falls to the ground. She misses it. Lehman attack pushing. Good come from behind play by Olivia Mormon to tip the ball out of McFarland's hands. And that is just a great play. That puts a smile to any coach's face. She missed the shot and fell down and came from behind, got a tip from behind, forced a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Lehman, but good hustle play by Olivia Mormon as Ashley Scott will come in for her. We have not seen Scott do much tonight. She's kind of been limited offensively. This good defensive attack by Lehman. Long shot there, no good by Monin, but rebounded Edwards. 3, McFarland, swish, and Lehman's back within 1. Lehman coming hot on the offensive end tonight as Lehman back within 1 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Huge bucket there for Lehman. It'll be Kendall Monin. She'll lose the ball, drag the pivot foot. It'll go the way of the Cavaliers, and just like that, Lehman's right back in it. Lehman defense forcing another turnover. Raiders holding on to a slim 1-point lead here at the sectional quarterfinals, and there's a foul on Ashley Scott. 6th Raider team foul, and from now on, Lehman will be in the bonus. McFarland will take it out under their own basket. The Lehman Cavaliers will look to take the lead with a basket here. They've been trailing this whole 4th quarter. Edwards, the lead scorer, working on pulling. She'll work on the inside, no good. She'll come back down with it, no good again. And a good defensive stand for the Raiders. Cardonier up to York, who runs the floor well. Left-handed layup is in and good. Nice find by Jenna Cardonier to Jessica York. Jessica York leaking behind the defense. And the Raiders now have a little more breathing room. Shot no good there by Monin, and York pulls it down. Nice job by Pulling to alter the shot there. So Monin will work the ball to the middle, give it up to Pulling. She'll kick it back out Cardonier. Cardonier back out to Pulling. Pulling shoots the jump shot over Edwards, and it's long. Scott and McFarland will wrestle for the ball, and it will be a jump, and the arrow favors Ruschi as Ella Haney, the 5'8 freshman, will come in for her cousin, Jessica York. Actually, Pulling, York, and Haney are all cousins. So a little bit of family connection there on the Raider team, as Hope Anthony will come in for Coach Hall's team. Lehman's got the Raiders on upset alert here today. Lehman has pieced together what has probably been one of their best ball games of the season. Pulling gets the ball off the set piece, powers over Edwards, and one. Larissa Pulling, the Raider leader, will go to the line and look to complete the three-point play. Nice power move by Pulling, as you see here on our Winter Quality Meets replay, Quality Meets for 90 years. She powers over Edwards, who they've been battling all night long. And Pulling now has 14 points, make it not 15. She can't complete the three-point play. And Edwards will pull down the board. Give it over to McIver. McIver over to Anthony. Ball goes to the floor, and she's fouled from behind. Hope Anthony will get a bonus opportunity. As Anna Cianciola, the sophomore, will check in for McFarland. That foul's on Larissa Pulling. It's her third foul. And Pulling and her cousin Jessica York have combined for 24 to the 33 points on the offense end for the Raiders. And Anthony nails the key free throw as York will come back in for Haney. And Lehman, every time the Raiders look like they want to pull away, this Lehman team has not said die yet. Fighting for their lives as Anthony long on the free throw. York will pull it down. Cardonier will control it, gives it up to Scott. Up to Pulling. Pulling works at baseline, good move, and Larissa Pulling with a game-high 16, and the Raiders have their largest lead of the game at 6. Ball stolen by Kendall Monin. And she's looking to pull it back out for the Raiders. It'll be Cardonier. The Raiders looking to milk a little clock off here with 3 minutes remaining. It'll be Cardonier inside, and she's fouled by Anthony. And we'll go to the line for 2. Jenna Cardonier leads the Raiders in free throw percentage at 75% even on the year. As you see in our Winter Quality Meets replay, that Pulling to Cardonier connection. And Anthony gets the hack there on the arm, which will force Cardonier to go to the line. And Cardonier, she's been all year at the line, consistent, and the Raiders lead 7 now. And now Lehman officially has their backs to the wall. They're trying to fight for their tournament lives. Cardonier nails it. Raiders now lead by 8. Like to recognize the seniors. Seniors put in a lot of time. Seniors for Lehman: Carly Edwards, Emily Fote, Grace Monin, Grace Olding, and there's a jump ball. A battle there between Scott and Edwards. It'll stay the way of Lehman. I always like to recognize the seniors as they put 4 years of effort into the program. As we see there on the replay there, the battle between Scott and Edwards are a little physical. I don't think anything intentional. They're just trying to wrestle for the ball. So Raiders lead 37-29 on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Ball tips off of Monin's chest, and it will go the way of the Raiders. Refs conferring it should stay with the Raiders. It looked like it did go off of Monin's chest. And it will stay with the call. I believe that was the right call there. We'll get a better look hopefully on our replay here. Yep, that looked like the right call. If we had a baseline camera, it'd be a little perfect. It looked like Borcher's arm missed the ball going off of Monin there. As Jenna Cordonier loses it in transition, and she'll get called for the travel. Might have been a little push from behind there, but Lehman gets away with it. Just playing solid defense, forcing the Raiders to travel a lot tonight. This Lehman defense has been stout all night long, and Poling gets the steal. The future Wright State Raider for volleyball in transition is fouled from behind, and she'll have a 1 bonus opportunity. Recognize the Lehman seniors, like to recognize the Russia seniors as well as their Jenna Cordonier, Larissa Poling, Shea Borchers, and Katie Hewing, as Hope Anthony will come in for Hope Anthony will come out in favor of Cianciola. Winner of this game will get the Botkins Trojans. Raiders looking to punch their ticket here with an 8-point lead here. And Poling gives the Raiders their largest lead of the night at 9. Looking to make it a double-digit deficit now for Lehman to get out of. Lehman's got to maybe look back at the 3-point line again. They've been shooting it well from there as Poling long on the second attempt. Be pulled down by Lehman. It'll be Cianciola. She'll be working on Scott. Go over to McIver. Cianciola can't convert on the inside. And Lehman just been limited to 11 points the second half. They've been bottled up. As Borchers will give it out to Scott. Back up to Cordonier. Raiders just going to run offense here. With 2 minutes remaining. Raiders lead 38-29 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Cordonier fouled in the backcourt. And the 75% free throw shooter on the year coming into tonight will go to the line. We'll get the 1 in the bonus opportunity. The Raiders will be in the double bonus the rest of this contest. Right after this, Xenia Legacy Christian Knights taking on the Houston Wildcats. After this ball game, as Cordonier dips the knees, fires, and nails the first free throw, and the Raiders have their largest lead at 10 now. And Russia now up 11. It's got about 33% more offensive production this half. I think they're able to have their big cogs on the floor in Poling and Cordonier, and Scott not in foul trouble as Edwards responds, cuts the deficit to single digits. It is a full timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Back here at Sydney High School for the Sydney 2 lower sectional quarterfinal action where the Russia Raiders lead the Lehman Cavaliers 40-31. This broadcast would not be possible if it wasn't for these sponsors. Wilson Health, caring without limits. Precision Strip. NKT.TV. BullerStore.com. Wagner's IGA, servicing communities for over 95 years. Grand Lake Health. Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door. Moran's Refrigeration, your appliance expert serving Northwest Ohio for over 70 years. PSG Automotive Outfitters. Minster Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Schwederman Pharmacy, pharmacies located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapak. New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Minster Dental Care, Francis Furniture. Our keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our replay is Winter Meats, quality meats for 90 years. Our player of the game brought to you by NKTelco. And our scoreboard, which after Jenna Cordonier added a bucket in transition, is Russia 42, Lehman 31, and Russia gets a block there, and they're flexing their muscle here to end this ball game on a hot fourth quarter run. I'd like to thank everyone who's tuning into this broadcast. I'm Brandon Coverman bringing you this broadcast here on this Wednesday night in late February. As Jenna Cordonier, the Raider leading free throw shooter, will get 2 shots at the line. She connects, and she has 9 points now. Along with Larissa Poling has 17, and Jessica York has 10. So they have 36 of the 43 Raider points between those three. And Cardania will fire dip the knees, and the Raiders have their largest lead up to 13. Lehman not out yet, but they gotta make a lot up here in a short amount of time. And a nice shot by Grace Monin there. She cuts the deficit to 11. Lehman gonna bring on that pressure. About a minute even remaining. Borchers is fouled. And we'll go to the line for the 2 foul shots. Borchers this year only averaging 1.1 points a game. More of the defensive paralysis is what she does for the Raiders. She shoots 66.7% from the line on the year for Coach Andy Timmerman and the Raiders. And Borchers will get in the box score. Actually, she'll be our 3rd point of the night. They lead 45-33 now. Borchers connects on both of them. She has 4 points tonight. Now a minute even remaining here. Less than that. Lehman in their tournament lives trying to fight for their lives here. The ball's tipped out of bounds by Jessica York. And we see McIver give it up to Monin. Back to Monin. Monin fires the 3. In and out, no good. Nice hustle play by McIver. And Lehman getting this defense, or this offense going here. Might be a little too late. Andy Timmerman wants a timeout. That'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. And looks like Rushi will cruise, not really cruise, it was more of a bumpy road to a victory here over Lehman. And you know, I think the scoreboard's a little deceiving. Lehman has played a heck of a ball game. Coming in about a little over 500 record, a 6 seed, coming in to play a 3 seed in the first round. Got to give the credit and the bravery that Coach Hall wanted to play a high seed right away. And they looked really good the whole game. The offense got going. They hit a couple threes. They really bottled the Raiders up offensively, getting them in foul trouble. It just got away from them in the second half. But hats off to Craig Hall. What a job he's done with this team tonight and whole season. Lehman played a fantastic game tonight, and they get a steal. It'll be McFarland. She'll look to lower the deficit to double digits, and she does, or to single digits, and she does. It's a 46-37 Raider lead now. Scott gets the ball at the inbound, immediately fouled by McFarland. 17 seconds left. It's a 46-37 Rushi lead on our First National Bank scoreboard. As Anna Cianciola will check back in. Andy Timmerman's got 5 new girls for a potential line change here at the table. And Scott no good on the first one. And a couple substitutions come in. Jessica Colby, Lauren Monier, Andrea Monin, and Elena Garrity will come in for Coach Andy Timmerman. Scott will look to put out to a 10-point game. She can earn herself a breather these last 17 seconds if she can nail this free throw, and she does. Back up to 10 points as freshman Sophie Francis will come in for Ashley Scott. As she goes to the scores table, only scoring 3 points tonight for the Raiders. And Yanciola will give it up to Edwards. Edwards will working on the inside of Colby. On Colby, sorry. There's a foul there on the baseline called, and Edwards will go to the line. That foul is on Sophie Francis. Edwards, leading scorer this year for Lehman, has had a great career for Lehman. She can hang her head on. She's a good player as she adds what could be her final touches on her high school career. Scoring, averaging in double figures this year for the Lehman offense. She'll miss it. Elena Garrity comes down with the rebound. Ball will tip off Cianciola, and it's 5 seconds left, and Rushi will earn their 3rd matchup this year with Botkins. Raiders swept the season series against the Trojans, but It's always hard to beat a team 3 times here as Francis will dribble out the remaining seconds. And we have a final. Rushi defeats Lehman Catholic 47-38 to advance in the Sydney 2 lower sectional, and they'll have a date and a bout with the Botkins Trojans. We'll head to commercial break and give you the post-game wrap-up. You're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
And back here at the Hive, you see Xenia Legacy Christian and Houston getting ready for their next game, and our game that just went final, the Rushi Raiders defeat the Lehman Cavaliers 47-38 on our First National Bank scoreboard. And the Rushi Raiders, after trailing most of the first half, got control in the second half. They were tied at 24 at one point, but the Raider offense unleashed and got away from Lehman tonight. The 3-seed Raiders now advance to face NKTelco area team Botkins in the sectional semifinals, which will be played February 23rd at 2 p.m. back here at Sydney High School. Lehman, just what a job they did in the first half of keeping the Raiders out of their typical rhythm. Defensively, packing it in. They got Larissa pulling, Jenna Cordonier, and Ashley Scott all but 2 fouls before halftime. And they were able to keep them off the floor, which resulted in Lehman flexing their muscle and motor early, leading 18-16. And they weren't going away early. They hit a 3. Raiders went on an 8-0 run. Lehman came back and tied it, but at 24. But after that, the Raiders just took off and ended up being too much for the Lehman Cavaliers. Lehman will end their season at 11-12, and hats off to Coach Craig Hall and what they did this year, and hats off to their 4 seniors who are leaving the program, and Carly Edwards, Emily Fote, Grace Monin, and Grace Olding. Just what a season they've had out of the Northwest Central Conference. They played a really good ball team tonight, nothing to hang their hats on. Lehman had a fantastic season, and the reason the Raiders kept in it in the first half was because of our player of the game, Jessica York, number 32 for the Raiders. She wasn't the lead scorer tonight, but she had 10 points, and her cousin Larissa Pulling led the Raider attack with 17. But I think she did just such a great job and keeping the Raiders in it in the first half, pulled down some rebounds, made some defensive plays. And so congratulations, Jessica York, for being our NKTelco player of the game, presented to you by NKTelco. And that will do it for our production tonight. We'd like to thank our director, Bryce Hamrick, assisted by Scott Robinson. On camera, we have Nolan Emerson. For Brandon Koberman, signing off for the final time, it's the Rushi Raiders over the Lehman Cavaliers, 47-38.